Sharon after our first day on the trail in Patagonia. Pretty early day today, up at 4:45 to catch the bus in. Made it to the trail around 10 a.m. Hiked from Central to Camp Sharon. It took us about 3.5, 4 hours. Beautiful day, bluebird skies, a few clouds, just super windy. So got acquainted with the wind real early when it took my rain cover and ripped it off and sent it up somewhere to the stratosphere. It took me like 15 minutes to look for it. That sucker is gone. So I am doing the rest of this trip without a rain cover. But it's cool because I've got garbage bags wrapping up all my clothes, keeping it dry. So just got to experience the cooking down here. I think we each had about a pound and a half of pot roast
meat and pasta
and 3-course dinner, which was great. So we're debating whether or not going to gain or lose weight, and I definitely already gain
weight, probably
for sure.
Yeah.
So tomorrow we have breakfast at 7 a.m. and then we're hiking to Dixon.
Yeah.
Camp Dixon. Tomorrow we did about 8 miles today. Tomorrow is a little over 11.
11.1.
Not a lot of vertical, 200 meters today, 200 meters tomorrow, but we're expecting even stronger winds. So
the wind is not a joke.
No joke.
You read about it, but then like there's points where you can barely walk. It's so strong.
Before
it's gonna blow you over almost.
Before the end of this trip, one of us is gonna end up on our ass from the wind.
Yeah. I thought you fell earlier today.
That was because I was helping you. So yeah, that's it for day one, I think, and we'll be recording these every day and then looping them together at the end of the trip and sharing it all with you. So, wish us luck.
Have a good night.
Hola.
Hola.
Bienvenidos.
Today is day number 2.
Yeah, today we went from Sharon to Camp Dixon.
It's 11.1 miles.
Yeah.
Started the day off with a nice breakfast. Eggs and toast and cheese and
instant coffee. Best.
Yogurt and cereal is also an option. Just FYI.
Another bluebird day. No rain. We've been fortunate. Nice and warm.
Yeah, really lucky.
Taking layers on and off all day.
It was a little cold in the morning, but yeah, as soon as we got on the trail, we probably dressed down to 1 layer, 1 long sleeve and some pants. Not even a hat.
So had some incredible views today. Saw the backside of the Torres Massive. Really cool canyon wall that's like half white rock and then black at the top. We could see a glacier in the distance. Lots more turquoise water. And
a baby owl. That was the highlight.
What was it called again?
A chicha something.
Kunro, something like that. But yeah, a guy ahead of us stopped and he pointed. There's this little
like
tiny
he was
elf.
taking a picture of a tree, and I thought he was being artsy, but there was actually a little owl perch there.
Like the size of a softball.
Otherwise, we never would have saw it.
Yeah, we'll post pictures and videos of that. But that was the coolest thing we agreed of the day. We just wrapped up dinner here, tasty dinner. We had a bottle of wine with dinner. We were going to enjoy that bottle of wine down by the shore, but we'll share a video of how strong the winds were.
We'll barely walk. That's how strong it was. So, yeah, I think if we poured wine into our cups, it would have blown out of the cup.
Most likely. So yeah, it's still light out here, but we're pretty tired. Long day today, like I said. Tomorrow we have about 5.5 miles to do.
But it's steep.
Yeah,
so
that's some
short
vertical.
and steep.
And there's some debate about what the accommodations tomorrow night at Los Perros camp are going to be. So we're going to figure that out. But we've got dehydrated meals and a jet boil. So yeah, we'll check in again tomorrow. See how much Sharon hates me.
Buenas noches.
Adios. Hey everybody, coming to you on day 3, standing in front of a glacier. We made the trek to Los Perros camp today. And Sharon, why don't you tell me about the weather conditions?
It's windy and snowy. And that's pretty much how it's been all day. It started off with some rain, but it lightened up as we were kind of walking through, so it wasn't too bad. But yeah, definitely cold today. We were pretty cold when we got to camp.
Yeah, we were hiking fast. We were the first people to make it into camp today, and then we just crawled into our sleeping bags and tried to warm up. So it was the most dangerous, difficult part of the hike. We have to cross over
John Gardner Pass.
John Gardner Pass, and
10 miles.
And it's been snowing all day. We've got about 1,800 feet of vertical in front of us, and with the snow, we're not sure we're going to be able to see the trail. So we're hoping for a good day tomorrow.
Yeah,
Should have
someone smarter than us goes first, so we can follow them.
All right. Well, you'll find out tomorrow how we did.
Adios.
See ya. Hey guys, Andy Sharon. It's the end of day 4, and we survived the hike today, and it was pretty serious.
Yeah, it was a little crazy. The weather started out really good. We were hiked through the forest after we left camp at 6:20, and then we got to kind of like the pass area, and it was really rocky initially, kind of like some of the 1400s you get to in Colorado, except with like gale force winds, like winds so bad we could barely stand up. So like the winds would come through, and you'd just kind of be like trying to brace yourself, and then you'd like go a little ways once the wind kind of let up a little bit. But they would just keep gusting and gusting and gusting, pretty much until we made it over the pass.
Okay, so here we are. We just crossed over John Gardner Pass, which is the highest point on the O-Trek, 1,200 meters, 4,000 feet. We were going to take a video from up there, but it was too cold and too windy. So now we've descended a bit, and we are staring at the Gray Glacier. If we look up the hill here, you can see the snowfield that we just crossed to get down from the pass. And here's Sharon, and yeah, here I am. And now I'm gonna put my phone back in my pocket. We're gonna keep going because it's so cold. Bye.
It's pretty scary because you just slide down the mountain if the wind came up.
And overall, the most distance we've done, about 13.5 miles, depending on which source you believe. Don't believe all trails.
10
7.5 hours. We'll do it at that. We were hiking for 7.5 hours, which is by far almost double what we've done on any other day here.
We left at 6:20. We got into camp around 2.
Yeah. So, and then 4,000 feet of vertical, a lot of up and downs today. Second half of the day was all walking along the Gray Glacier. We're now at Gray Camp, which is next to the glacier. There were some icebergs floating in the lake, which was very, very cool. And then the sketchiest part of the day is we had to go over 3 Indiana Jones style suspension bridges. And there's a guy in our group who actually didn't make it across the second one. He had a case of vertigo or fear of heights. And no matter what they tried, they couldn't get him across it. So they're now hatching a plan to send a boat out to rescue him and bring him to camp. So it's pretty crazy.
His friend that he was hiking with had to hike all the way here to let everybody know, and the park rangers are on strike, so I guess they're rallying to help him out for this because it's so serious. But he can't cross the bridge, and there's no way around it. So his friend's gonna hike back with the tent, and they're gonna camp out there that night. And I'm not sure exactly how the boat's gonna get there because you can only boat to the glacier, and then maybe they'll hike in. So TBD tomorrow.
Yeah. As far as tomorrow goes, it's a pretty easy day for us, about 6.5 miles. I think we're going to...
7.5? We don't know.
There's so many different numbers. Yeah.
On a lot of the itineraries.
So we're going to sleep in a little bit, see what the weather looks like. Might get some rain tomorrow and just kind of take it easy.
Want to hang out with our
So that's about it for us today, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Hey guys, it's Andy and Sharon. It's the end of day 5. We're here at the camp, Paine Grande. See the camp photos? Grand Paine. Today was pretty easy. One of the shorter hikes.
It was a lot of uphill. It was not that easy. It was only easy because it was shorter. But there was a lot of uphill.
Hiked along Gray Lake quite a bit, saw a lot more icebergs. The mountains on our left were mostly covered in clouds. Just wrapped up dinner. We've got a big day ahead of us tomorrow, somewhere between 14 and 16 miles.
We're not sure. It's unclear. We're not sure exactly where we're staying tomorrow either. The itinerary says one thing, but our orientation lady said a different thing, and we talked to the Chilenos in our orientation, and they weren't sure either. So we'll stop at the first place, and hopefully that's where we're staying. But kind of sad because it seems like a lot of the group who started our first night with our dinner group is splitting off at that point. So
we're gonna lose our friends. We'll see about the trail. And yeah, just an update from yesterday. The guy who had trouble on the suspension bridge. He finally was convinced to put on a blindfold, and some people walked him across, and he made it into camp last night. So we got to talk to him.
I talked to him earlier today about the camp, but they don't speak a lot of English, and we don't speak a lot of Spanish. But could tell we were all happy, so that was the main thing. But yeah.
So that's pretty much it for today. Tomorrow's gonna be a long day. Full from dinner, and we'll see how exhausted we are tomorrow. So stay tuned. Hey everybody, it's Andy and Sharon on the last night of our trekking adventure. We were exhausted yesterday and didn't make a video, so that's why we're skipping a day. I guess we'll start with yesterday. So we did who knows how many miles, but
Between 16 and 19.
yeah.
Map said 16, but we clocked closer to 19. So, and we didn't do any extra walking around. But
So nine.
definitely a good thing to remember is you cannot rely on any of the maps or any of the signs along the way that tell you what the mileage is, because it's wrong. Add like 2 miles to whatever they say.
So yeah, we hiked for a solid 9.5 hours yesterday. Steps tracker put us at 45,000 steps. So yeah, we were somewhere close to 20 miles yesterday. We were exhausted. Today was an easy day. We had about 7 miles.
It's not easy. It was short.
Short.
Like
yeah.
easy just means short. There was still a ton of like up and down. But then it was really windy at the beginning. But yeah, short day.
Yeah, a little less than 3.5 hours of hiking. So we were back in camp by 1 o'clock, I guess.
Yeah.
So we're back at Central Camp. This is where we started our adventure. We picked up our lunch and then started a week ago now. And now we're in a tent. We're staying here, and then tomorrow we climb up and we view the towers. Hopefully.
It's really snowy and foggy up there today, so we might not see them. But it's a long hike. It's 6 miles up and 6 miles down.
So we just set our alarms for 4 a.m. We're going to be trying to hit the trail by 5. We're trying to get back in time for the 2 o'clock bus, which would get us back in time for dinner time. Otherwise, we have to wait for a 7 o'clock bus, which doesn't get us back till like 10. So yeah, wish us luck. Final day on the trail. We'll take a video up there, and then back to civilization. Shower, real beds.
A real shower. They have showers here. They're just disgusting. And you're limited to like 5 minutes. And it's also really cold, so you don't really want to wash your hair.
And real brewed coffee. We've been drinking instant coffee since we've been here, so I'm looking forward to a good pot of coffee. So anyway, we'll check in tomorrow.
Ciao.
Andy and Sharon, it's our last day. Hiked up 14 minutes, so the 4:15 recommended. We're standing here at Mirador, base of Torres. Look out at the base of the towers. You can see the beautiful towers behind us. It is cold, it is windy, it is snowing a bit. So we took some Instagram photos, and we're gonna get out of here, eat some breakfast, right off, and then get back to town. So thanks for joining us on our journey. Hope you enjoyed the pictures and the videos, and I hope we inspired you to do something crazy as well. All right, adios.